Daniel Warren Johnson channels the best of Walt Simonson as he crafts the story of Beta Ray Bill, the now broken hero who is tired of constantly living in Thor's shadow, deciding to leave Asgard behind to find himself out in the stars. Daniel Warren Johnson pulls double duty here as writer and artist and does a fantastic job at setting up this utterly heartbreaking take on Beta Ray Bill, giving the hero a compelling set of reasons for wanting to turn his back on Asgard for now. I love the build up to Bill being this sort of war leader to Asgard in a battle against Null and Fin Fang Foom, and he was the one there to protect the city when no one else would, since Thor was away avenging or protecting Earth. But then he has that all taken away from him just the moment Thor shows up and turns the tide of the battle after everything that Bill had done, and the people just throw the hero away like he was never there. It's utterly heartbreaking. Johnson conveying Bill's emotions through the artwork was really quite fantastic, and probably not something that was quite easy given how he's a horse-faced alien who can't emote with his mouth or anything. But Johnson does a wonderful thing with the character's eyes and how he lays out the panels, conveying Bill in shadow when he's beaten down or in Thor's presence. It's just wonderful. His action was also so much fun and top notch all through the book, and it was large scale and bombastic, and as I said before, reminds me a lot of Walt Simonson's work. Beta Ray Bill issue 1 was a wonderfully heartbreaking beginning to Bill's new journey of self-discovery by way of some classic Walt Simonson Thor and Bill action adventure from the 80s, culminating in a great story I'm looking forward to continuing. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10. Beta Ray Bill issue 1 heads to the past, where a Corbinite astrologer sees the fire of Surtur coming for their planet. Later, the man and his assistant knock on the door of a woman's home, telling her that her son, Beta Ray Bill, has been chosen. In the present, Beta Ray Bill looks over the place that he once stored his hammer Stormbreaker, remembering how Thor recently shattered it. Sif comes by to see him, telling him that the beast has arrived and he will be on them soon. Bill hopes that Thor has made contact, but he hasn't, so he takes up another war axe. Sif says that she believes in him, and besides, he has to hold out since he can't die when he owes her a drink. Donning his helmet, Beta Ray Bill disembarks from Scuttlebutt, saying that he will do his best as he rallies the soldiers of Asgard, telling them that the King in Black's greatest beast is upon them and he's come for their home, but they have planned for this event and have prepared to crush him. Suddenly, a giant fist crushes the wall, knocking Bill from it as the Null-infected Fin Fang Foom tells him to kneel before his might. The Asgardians attack, but they are overrun by the immense dragon's strength, ripping apart the men as Bill calls for Scuttlebutt. The giant warship rises above the walls, firing its cannons at the dragon as Bill catches the villain off guard, but he is instantly grabbed, slammed hard into the ground as Scuttlebutt loses track of the dragon in the smoke and dust of the battlefield. Foom, however, knows that Bill's toys are useless as he smashes the warship away, slamming it hard into the walls and breaching them, coming for Lady Sif. Bill grabs Foom's tail, picking him up and slamming him hard into the ground, saying that if the dragon wants to get in, it will have to go through him first. Bill is hit away yet again, but before Foom can eat the Corbinite, the villain is struck by lightning as Thor arrives. Thor says that the dragon should have been easy for the hero to destroy, but Bill says that it would have been had he had his old weapon back. Thor says that he gave Bill every weapon in Asgard as Volstagg rushes to celebrate Thor's victory, calling him the savior of Asgard as Bill falls to his knees in Thor's shadow. Later, the warriors celebrate Thor more in the mead hall as Bill watches on from the corner, soon met by a young Pip, who apologizes for scaring the hero. The boy says that he heard that they were going to be at a huge party and he wanted to say how much of a badass Bill was. Bill cuts the meeting short, wanting to talk to him tomorrow as the hero leaves. As he leaves, Sif comes to see him, offering him a drink, whispering to him that it looks like she is now owed 2 drinks from the hero. The couple head back to Sif's room, ready to spend the night together as Sif asks how it works, wondering if Bill will revert back to his humanoid form now, given that it's nighttime. Bill thought the woman knew, as he tells her that Stormbreaker was how he was able to change back to his normal normal form, but Thor destroyed it. Sif says that he was humanoid in Dimension Blood, but Bill explains that that was because Donald Blake robbed him of Odin's enchantments, and once he touched Mjolnir during their final battle with Blake, he reverted back to his hero form and can't change back to his normal self without Stormbreaker. Sif is disappointed, quick to say sorry, but Bill understands, looking at himself in the mirror and knowing that he is ugly. He takes his leave from Sif's chamber as he remembers the past and how as a boy he asked the scientist if this will hurt him. Bill is told that it will definitely hurt greatly as he is introduced to his new companion Scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt says hello, telling Bill that he will be the technology that will help him in his journey, and a piece of him will exist in every weapon, surgical tool, and spacecraft he uses. Bill asks what will happen to him, but the being doesn't know, only knowing that he will be there with Bill throughout it all, no matter what. In the present, Bill meets with Scuttlebutt, telling him to prep engines since they are leaving the planet. Thor arrives, asking where the hero is going, but Bill will only say he's going far from Asgard. Thor asks why he's leaving, so Bill wonders how the hero can't know, since whenever he revels in his own victories, Thor is there to take the glory, and he's always been second to the mighty Thor. Thor says that he has no control over that and that he is who he is, but Bill says that it was Thor who broke his hammer and took away Odin's greatest gift to him, and ever since he came to Asgard he's been reminded of his own failures. So he needs to find himself and find Odin and make him forge a new hammer for him, one like Stormbreaker, so he can make himself beautiful again. Bill takes off in Scuttlebutt, walking through the hallways as Pip plays his games in his room, soon coming to the bridge where he slumps into his captain's chair, looking at himself in the reflection of the ship's windows as it speeds off into space.